Welcome back, everybody, to another video of Satisfactory. So, yesterday, or in the last video, not yesterday, in the last video, we we have automated a little bit more of our systems here. So we have our copper up there being mined by an miner, sent through a smelter, and then brought down here as an ingot into this. We have our limestone here being mined up, being sent into this device, which is then compacting it into concrete, which is then moving the concrete into our storage container here, which you can see we have 80, pretty good. And then over here we have our iron operation, where we are mining up our iron and then sending that into our container, and then sending that into our smelter, which is then sending that into another container for ingots. So where does that leave us now? What do we got to do here today? So in this video, we're going to focus on kind of like the structure of everything, I guess. We've basically built all the production stuff that we can, but we have more tiers that we can work through. So for instance, tier 1, we can do base building, logistics, and field research. Logistics will require a lot of iron plates, iron rods, and wire. And conveyor lift and everything, which will transport up to 60 resources per minute used to move resources between floors. But we also have base building, which requires 200 concrete, 100 iron plates, and 100 iron rods, which allows us to begin building our fundamental base, mostly just the basic walls, the ramps, and the foundations, as well as a lookout tower, which provides a good overview, which makes factory construction easier. And then, of course, the final but not least is our field research, which includes a map, MAM, which is a molecular analysis machine, which is used to analyze new and exotic materials found on alien planets. R&D will assist pioneers through the MAM to turn any valuable data into usable research options and new technologies, which requires 300 wire, 300 nails, and 300 iron plates. It also includes a personal storage box that we can start making a beacon, a hand slot, which upgrades the tool belt with an extra hand equipment slot. Basically we can grow another hand, and then plus 3 inventory slots. So we're going to go ahead and start here with the field research one, which is again going to require a ridiculous amount of wire, nails, and iron plates. Well, lucky for us, we have a ridiculous amount of iron and copper. So I'm not too worried about that. We also have some biomass that we'll have to kind of keep a lookout on our system over there. So let's go ahead and turn this into 3. We don't have enough for 300, but we do have a full storage unit over here that may have enough copper ingots to, yeah, I'd like to think so. Okay, cool. So we have enough copper. Now we just need to make sure we have enough nails, which I don't remember, or iron, I should say. Screws, that's what they're called. Screws require iron rods, which we do have a whole whopping 19 of these, so that'll help. That makes 76. Pretty good. So let's go ahead and make 300 of these. And yeah, I do like the how the craft button does this overheating thing. You can kind of see it's turning red. I don't know if it will fully overheat and then blow up in my face. That'd be pretty funny. Turns gold. Probably shouldn't just hold it down like this, should I? Let's let it cool down a little bit. I don't know if there's like something that'll actually happen if you just let it stay going, if it will just overheat and explode or like blow up in your face or anything like that. I actually kind of want to find out, but I also don't at the same time. But Kaylee pointed that one out to me. I wasn't actually paying too much attention to it beforehand. Maybe it just slows down. Doesn't seem like it slows down. But I don't know. We only need 300 of them, so we're not too far off. I think we'll be able to hit 300 before. But yeah, so And this kind of stuff can all be automated to a degree. Like I, in theory, could automate this entire process basically with a well, I guess not right now, but once I get the conveyor, I guess the conveyor splitter is the other splitter, not spitter. Conveyor splitter. I can split them off into basically like right before it goes, either right before or probably right after. I can have it pulling out and then go into a constructor to make wires, and then that will then come back around to another container, or just have it go straight from that container to another container. I don't know. Or instead of it going into this container, it could split off where half of it will go straight into the container, the other half will go around to a constructor, and then into a different container constructing wire. I could pretty much do that for almost any of these, which I think is really really cool. And I really want to. I really want to give that a try in the near future, but I feel like I want to focus more on ensuring the that I'm I guess playing it smart. I guess like not overbearing the entirety of my little land here, because I don't want to. What is this? Oh, cool. Like, I don't want this to be like super congested with a bunch of stuff. I want it to actually look somewhat decent. Like right now, it looks horrid. I'm gonna be real with you here. It looks awful right now how it is, but I do want to kind of expand out, make it look a little bit nicer, and that's what I'm gonna do once I start doing base building. I will start. Oh, it's telling me objective is to build the space elevator. Okay. The idea is I will. Once I start building up my base, I will kind of focus on the neatness of things. So like maybe over in this area right here is where I'll start building the base up, and I don't know. I'll have to figure it out, because I'm genuinely enjoying this game. When I tell you that it's unexpected how much I'm actually liking this game. I know that it really, I guess the best way to put it is that I'm not necessarily like, I wasn't expecting to like this game as much as I am. And I feel like it is a decent, kind of addicting game that it's taking a lot out of me to not play off recording. And also realize I don't actually have to hold it. I was holding it the entire time. I was holding my spacebar the entire time. Wow. Oh, I have over 100. Okay. So now we'll plop that in, and then... What?
The map has been unlocked.
Oh! Oh! Hello!
Milestone reached.
Cool.
Analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field. To ensure a greater chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons. Note: the object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects.
Okay. That's really cool. That's... Pod will return in 2 minutes. That's fine. So we need 45 of those. We need 15 of these guys. A couple more of these. Now we need reinforced plates. Reinforced plates require screws. I have enough of those. It requires 12 screws, so let's make a bunch more of these. Well, I actually need more iron plates anyway. Because I need to make 5 reinforced plates. This requires 12. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, no. That's good. That's good. Okay. So we'll just make as many more of these as we can. But yeah, so that's pretty fun, right? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. All right, so we have enough to make the MAM now. The MAM, again, is the molecular analysis machine that is used to analyze new and exotic materials found on alien planets. R&D will assist pioneers through the MAM to turn any valuable data into usable research options and new technologies. So we're going to plop this down. Honestly, I want to plop it down like maybe right here. And then, of course, we're going to need some cabling. No, we're not. I guess we don't need to... interesting. Fast 2 minutes. Oh, okay. So I need to... Wait, can't afford. Can't afford.
Milestone exchange concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
Okay. I don't know exactly what I have to do to this. How I can afford some of these. Can't afford. I can't afford any of this stuff. That's fine. We'll figure it out. I feel like we'll figure it out in due time, right? Alien protein. That is disgusting. Oh, so I guess you have to, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Okay. So we did unlock a personal storage box too, which, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much this right here, except we can plop it anywhere we want. All right. Did we open anything in here? We did. We got a beacon now. Object scanner. Scans the area for a set item and beeps. Okay, that's cool. Excuse me. Now we have a map. So the map shows us pretty much where we've already been, and I think that is okay. So the next thing that we got to do here is the logistics and base building. So what I'm going to do in this situation is I'm going to do logistics first so I can get the conveyor splitter. Preferably, mostly just because I really want to make sure I am being as effective as possible with building this stuff out. Because what I'll do over here in this small, in the stuff on this end, the iron, I will split it and allow it to basically go into, like, I guess I could split it twice. I'm trying to think of how to do this. So, okay. So what I will do is I'll let this kind of build up. I mean, it's built up quite a bit, obviously. But what I'll do is I'll split it once into two sections, and then split it again, and then keep one container just for iron ingots. Keep another container that will be making our iron rods, and do another container, basically 2 constructors, one constructor making iron rods, one constructor making iron plates, and then have those go off into their own storage container. So I have those. Same thing that I'll do with the copper, but, you know, copper being really the only big piece. And, you know, if I need wire, like cables or anything, I can just make them directly from the copper wires that I get. It's a big boy. Keep saying that, but I will keep saying that. So the other one is I'm gonna need like 200. I got plenty of concrete for the other one, for the base building one. Thankfully, like I was saying beforehand, all this stuff is pretty much just it's all 824. Goodness gracious. Thankfully, the other one is like the resource nodes, like the little nodes are infinite in resources, so we don't have to like struggle around. Because there are some Foundry, which is a game that Quex and I have been playing. Those are all like their resource nodes are limited. Like you only get a finite amount of resource per those nodes, and it takes forever. In all honesty, so you have to once you get it, you have to go through and like you have to find another node and then start using that node once you finish one node. I don't know. It's weird. Let's see, 145. So we need 155 more. But yeah, so once we get the conveyor splitter, I will begin processing the iron into plates, rods, and then ingots to 3 separate containers. So I will need 2 constructors and 3 containers, which shouldn't be that bad. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, so now we have all those. Now we just need iron plates, which we don't have enough iron ingots for. Which we do have enough iron ingots, we just don't have enough on us. So let's go ahead and make our iron plates, shall we? We just need 150. But yeah, so I think we'll do that real quick while we're waiting to let our resources kind of build back up. We'll go ahead and create what we need, because we're going to need a lot of resources for, I believe, the tier 2 stuff. It takes a significant amount of resources, so we'll see. And then, of course, doing it this way will save us a bunch of time. Also notice this light. When this starts overheating, this light starts going out. That's really cool attention to detail. See, watch as this gets hotter. Watch this light up here. I wonder if this uses more power when this is overheating. Maybe. You see, it starts overheating now. And this light will start flickering. See how it starts flickering? See it flickered right there? It's going to start flickering more. All right, well, we have the resources we need. Okay, cool. So,
Milestone reached.
so logistics.
Can now merge, split, and lift to increase
80. Oh, that's
efficiency of your factory.
cool.
We
Okay.
encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
Okay, so we're going to need 10 cables, 2 reinforced plates, 10 rods, and we're going to need a bunch of cables, a bunch of this stuff. I don't know the exact details. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll just let it get to 40. Because I don't know how much. I don't know if the splitter can go right on the end of the of these. No, it cannot. It has to be on a so if I place that right here, I need concrete and iron rods. Okay. Interesting. I have plenty of concrete because I have that being made directly. So let me go grab some concrete real quick. Okay. Which actually, no. Okay. Start with this. Do it to right there. And then we'll do a splitter. Oh, it splits in 3 ways. So I won't need to... Cool. I like that. Okay. So one will be split into a storage container that will only be for our iron ingots. The other will split into a constructor. So, okay. That is cool. I like that. That means I don't have to split multiple times. Good. I do like that. That makes it a whole lot more convenient, a whole lot easier to deal with. A whole lot more manageable, I guess is the better way to put it. Let's grab a bunch of iron plates, but that makes it more manageable. I can just have one go straight back into a splitter. I mean, this is going to cause it to be basically 3 times as slow getting the iron ingots, like iron ingots alone, but I won't have to utilize those iron ingots to build iron plates or to build iron rods. See how it's just flickering now? That is pretty cool. I do like that attention to detail. Okay, so what do I need for a... Okay, what do I need for a constructor? Reinforced plate. Oh, that was that dude. Okay. So I'm going to need... four, 6 reinforced plates. Because... because a constructor takes 2 reinforced plates... I need 3 constructors. Yeah. I think I should have enough to build at least 1. I do. Okay. All right. So here's 1 constructor. Here's 2 constructors. And then the 3rd constructor will go over here with the copper. I'll put it, I'll put it right here. Okay, because in theory, what's going to end up happening is this right here. So I will have this come out to about right here. And then I will have the splitter right here. And then I'll have these guys right there. And now you'll see the iron ingots or the copper ingots will come this way. And then now what I'll do is I'll have another group come out right here. And then you'll see more copper ingots coming out this way. And then I'll have a storage container right here and a storage container. Let me make some more iron rods real quick. Boom. See, big boy plans, even though I'm sure other people have done this a lot more efficiently than I'm doing it right now. Not the point, though. Not the point. Okay. And then the other storage container will come, I guess will be right there. Hopefully this will, oops, did not mean to do that. Hopefully this will go right there. Boom, it does. All right, cool. So then we'll just configure this to do wires. This, of course, will need power. And then we will do, oops, that's right there. Beautiful. And then we'll do wire to you. And that's all you need. That's all she does. That's all she takes. So now we have copper ingots still. So we will still have copper ingots coming in right here. Then we'll have our copper wires coming in here. So that is beautiful. And that will be the same thing that we'll do over here on this side with our iron. We will separate this into 3 separate ways. So in theory, I'm going to need a bunch more rods because I don't think I can make another storage container. I can make actually one more. Beautiful. So this one right here will be our, I don't care. So we need more iron plates. So let's go ahead and make some of our iron plates. I think we should have enough. We do. We have plenty. We probably should just make a bunch of iron plates and iron rods anyway. I feel like this will just make things a whole lot easier to deal with. Because all we need is just this and cables for the... yeah. 63 iron plates, that should be okay. Think about the same amount of iron rods too. Beautiful. Okay. And then we'll come back over here. We'll do a storage container right here, and then a storage container right here, and then we'll just connect these bad boys. See how beautiful this looks? Okay, beautiful. Okay, cool. So, now these don't have power, so I will need to make these connect to a rod, which I can put, I don't have enough wire. Conveniently, I don't have enough wire. Well, I wonder where I can find some wire. Oh, that's 84, and that probably has 84. So I do need to throw some more biomass in those here soon. Huh, crazy how that works, right? So then we will plop another boy right here, and then we'll do this to that, and then we'll do this to that, this to that, and then that's all we need. So this one right here we will turn into iron plates. This one right here we will do into iron rods. And then now we will have iron plates and iron rods being delivered directly. You can see the iron rods are going right there, and you can see once that does, the iron plates are going in here. So sweet. We now have complete automation for all of the primary major tools that we do need. And you can see we do still get these shipped over here. And we still have a decent amount in there. And we should have a lot left in here. We have 100. We should have a lot in here as well. Yeah, we do. So yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Let's go ahead and set these guys up here real quick. And then we'll go up to our copper one real quick. So we still have all this stuff. I'm happy I did that. I think that's going to be pretty good. It's going to be pretty good. So I guess what we'll do here while we are waiting is we'll let this stuff kind of build up, and then we will I'm coming up here to check to see how much this has. 131. That'll be fine. Okay. But I think what we'll do is we'll let our resources build up so that we can just grab it and go with the next major resource that will next major like upgrade we'll need, I guess is the good way to put it. Which actually, let me take a look at what we need for that anyway. The base building one. So we need 200 concrete, which we should have close to. We have over 200. And we'll just do this. So now we need a couple more iron plates, a couple more iron rods, about 58 more iron rods, which we'll let that kind of build out. But what we'll do is we'll run around and we'll try to collect some more resources for the biomass. Interestingly enough, it looks like my down on the bottom left, it looks like my my thing requires a what's it called? Charge or something. Don't know where we get wood from. Huh. I wonder if we get better weapons. I'm sure we do, right? Sure they don't leave us with just the most bare basic zapper in the world. So I do think that those guys, I'm actually curious about what this stuff is. It looks like sulfur. But it also looks like it could have a bunch of like enemies in it that I don't want to deal with. Not enemies, I guess, like animals that I haven't seen before. Because they do be stinky boys. But yeah, the goal is I will likely build out my base enough to where I can just far enough away, not far enough away, but basically close enough yet far enough to where it's not like right in the face of things, I guess is the best way to put it, where I can organize everything. I can make it look decent. These are the guys that have the weird faces. I do that and all of a sudden I get attacked by like 40 of them. That gave me nothing. That was kind of disappointing. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna get attacked now, like 100%. I just woke up the beast. I don't know what it's doing. It's kind of weird. So we should have enough for that. We have more than 58. Let's see how many of these we have. 66, not bad. Very nice. So we'll plop those in here. So now we just need 15 more of you. So we're going to make some more biomass real quick, because as you can see, we have plenty of leaves for this. So we'll just go ahead and do that real quick. And we have some wood that we can turn into biomass as well. Beautiful. Okay. Actually curious. What do I do with this? I don't understand. Huh. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, it just says can't afford, but like, how do I afford it? Okay, whatever. I think I'll figure that out in due time, maybe. Beautiful. So now we have base building unlocked, or we will in a second. And then that should provide us with some information. Okay. All right.
You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure and improved overview. Building these will provide a grid for more advanced organizing and sectioning of your factory.
Oh, we can get a chainsaw? Whew. Build gun. Nice. Conveyor belt Mark II. Okay. Stackable conveyor pole. That'd be cool. Complete space elevator phase 1. Let me see what I need for a space elevator. So I need 500 concrete, 250 iron plates, 400 rods, and 1,500 wire. Oh my lanta. But basically now you see we have our foundations here, our ramps, our walls. This stuff pretty much kind of explains, it should be self-explanatory. We can plop it down, we can build on top of it, and then go from there. So really what we're going to be doing now is we're going to let our resources kind of build up enough to where we can inevitably just grab it and go, I guess is the best way to put it. So the ones we are going to need, let me drop off the stuff that I don't necessarily, I'm just going to drop all this stuff off into the, which cables, not so much. Cables, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to drop these off in here into each of their respective containers so that I can get an accurate picture to see what we have. Because we're going to need 1,500 wires. That is insanity. That's crazy. Alright, so we'll do this, and then we will plop those guys in there. And then we will plop you in there, which we're doing pretty good on copper wire, actually, now that I look at that. And then, concrete, of course, we're going to need 500. We have just under 300. So we have a little ways to go for our space elevator. But the next major tier does provide us with some decent things, such as the faster conveyor belts, the assembler, which is going to craft 2 parts into another part. So, for instance, I could take the like for the screws, or not the screws, the reinforced plates, I can take the iron plates and iron rod, or iron plates and screws, plop them into a assembler or a container, and then that will kind of go through and set that up. Of course, there's other things that I think we will get over time that require to, especially like the copper sheets, rotor, modular frame, and smart plating. Project plate number 1, ship with basic space elevator to complete phases of project. Okay. Obstacle crafting, solid biofuel, the most energy efficient form of solid biomass, can be used as fuel for the chainsaw. Okay. So obstacle clearing, I think, is going to be the first major one we go for, but we're going to do all that after we build out the space elevator, which I'm not entirely sure where I'll plop it, probably somewhere over here, away from the base. But this will help us kind of cut down and clear away some of these different trees and things like that that are kind of in the way. And I wonder if it'll also help us clear out some of these rocks and boulders too, but I wouldn't think a chainsaw would. But yeah, so fun times. So hold on, is that limestone? What do I have limestone in here? Copper? Hold on, let me put my iron ore in here. I don't really see a reason for me holding on to iron and copper and limestone whenever I have. Let's do this. I wonder if it'll let me just plop it in there. It will. Sweet. Don't ask questions. Just doing a little bit of inventory management, okay? Don't judge me. Oh no, don't fall off. There's a waterfall over. Okay. There's a waterfall over there. There is a jetpack in this game. I think it's pretty cool. Just saying. So I have plenty of copper. Wow, we actually have a decent amount of resources. This is actually going pretty quickly. What about this one? 458. Wow, we're almost a 500 copper or wire. Nice. Huh. We'll just turn all these into copper ingots. And then I'll turn all this stuff into wire myself. But that's pretty cool. This game's surprisingly addictive, though. It definitely earns its title, Satisfactory, because it's very satisfying to play. And I'm being serious. Like I think this game is genuinely enjoyable, and I would absolutely recommend, if you do not have this game either on your wish list or purchased, I would absolutely recommend getting it, because it's an enjoyable game for sure. And if you're into automation, factory building style games like this, definitely recommend checking it out. It's not expensive either, from what I can tell, and it's kind of easy. It does kind of hurt, like hit the graphics a little bit at the very beginning, but I haven't dealt with any lag since the first video. So yeah, fun times. Let's see how many iron rods we have. 155. So this is definitely going to take some time. So I think probably in the next video, what I could do is I could let the resources, like off recording, let the resources build up. And then in the next recording, we can kind of jump straight into building out the space elevator, just so that we're not doing any stagnant kind of movement or anything like that. That dude seems like he might be stuck up there with my drill and smelter. Unfortunate for them. But there's so much on this planet or whatever to explore, and I'm going to do my best to explore as much of it as I can throughout this series. I definitely intend for this to be a long running series, and it disappeared. Interesting. Anyway, I definitely intend for this to be a long running series. It's still in early access, so there's likely things that may pop up, such as like potential updates, potential bug fixes, or new things that'll pop up, like new recipes and things like that. But they did a really, really good job at developing this, and I'm really excited to kind of continue on with the adventure. So let's see, what else can we do before we end this video? I don't think there's really anything else. I mean, I could, if I really wanted to increase this production, I could build another miner, because I still have this entire node for iron right here. Could build another miner and then do a conveyor merger where it will merge. Or maybe I do 2 smelters and then have it merge into this bad boy, because it's I don't know if it's the iron that's the problem. Oh, it is the iron that's the problem. Okay. Because that is going quickly. Let's see here. If I do that, maybe that'll speed it up a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to probably have to do that. So let's do that on recording. Should be fine. So we'll build out another miner, which actually... Which doesn't seem like it's the miner that's the issue. It might seem like it might be the... just the overall fact that it's splitting into 3 separate areas, one for just iron ingots, one for iron rods, and one for iron plates. I could, in theory, build out this miner right. Actually, I could do. I didn't think of this. Instead of splitting these off like this, I could just build out a miner for iron plates and iron rods individually, because I have three nodes here. Let's do that. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 miners here while we are in this. So let's go ahead and we'll do 2 miners, 2 smelters, and then we don't need to do 2 constructors because we already have those built out. So let's go ahead and grab all of the stuff we need for these bad boys. It's going to require, it's kind of weird that it's only going to require that much stuff. We'll just grab out all of them. I know that this takes away from our space elevator, but this will make things so much quicker in the meantime. So let's grab all this stuff. Let's go back and grab some more concrete. We will need the portable miner. Let's see what we need for the portable miner real quick. We can make 50 of these? Hold on. We just need to make 2. 1, 2. Okay, cool. Let's go grab some. Like this is working fine though, because this is not that much that it's doing here, because it's I think it's also like, oh, this is actually running pretty dry on copper here too, so this might actually start slowing down here pretty soon. We'll grab some concrete as well. And that's all we need. And we'll go make our 2 miners real quick. This is going to increase the power consumption by a lot, though. It should be fine. Okay, so we'll build that one right there, and then we'll build this one right here. Okay, cool. So we're going to deconstruct this. We're going to deconstruct this and this, and then this, and then this. And then what we can do here is we can now build our smelter for this one right here, which actually we will need to deconstruct this as well. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, cool. So we'll build our smelter right there. And then we'll build out our constructor right here. And then we'll build our storage container right here. Okay, cool. Then what we'll do here is we'll get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, and get rid of this. And then we'll get rid of you, you, and you. And now what that's going to do is it's going to put a bunch of iron plates back in here, or iron ingots back in here. And then we'll basically just do the same thing. We'll come back to our production. We'll build our smelter right here. Our constructor right here. Doesn't necessarily have to be perfect. And then our storage container right here. Should be fine. Should be fine. I didn't think about the fact that I had 2 extra nodes here just for iron. So that's pretty cool. So we will put you right there, and then we'll build another one of you right here. And then we'll do this right here. Can't connect more lines. Okay, hold on. I'm missing cables. Might need some cables, guys. I should have enough to make some cables. Yeah, we're good. We're good. But yeah, so that's pretty crazy. Okay, so we have enough cables. This looks so bad. This looks so bad. I'm not upset about how bad this looks. Oh, that already has one. Okay. Okay. So now in theory, everything should be working. Now I just can turn this to iron rods and turn this to nope, not iron ingots. Yeah, I do need iron ingots actually. Iron ingots. And then we'll turn this one into iron plates. Beautiful. Okay. So now everything should be working. Everything should be green except for this one because I forgot. There we go. All right. That literally knocked everything. One of my power grids is shut down. Okay. So now what we're going to need to do here while we need to create a biomass burner real quick. Let's do this bad boy right. Let's do this over here. Kind of out of sight, out of mind type of thing, but not really at the same time. Plop you down right here. And then we'll do this to this, and then let's go grab some of our biofuel. By some, I mean as much as we can grab. But this will ease the load a little bit. But I think it's because it's probably okay. Curious. Does that mean that there's literally no fuel in here? No, there's fuel. There's plenty of fuel. I guess it's because there's too much connected to them. Interesting. Okay. Ah, okay. That's really cool. I like that. Okay, there we go. So all this stuff should start working, which means now we're going to get iron ingots. We're going to get these turning into iron rods, and those should be a little bit faster than what we were currently seeing. And then this is going to turn into iron plates. So yeah, so we should, in theory, have a faster, well, I mean, I guess way of kind of building up. So hopefully it kind of continues that way. So these guys over here should all be solidly set. Don't judge me. So our copper is likely going to be out. Like we're probably not going to have much. Yeah, we're not going to have any copper in here. We do have copper ingots being delivered in, but as soon as they're being delivered in, they're being routed through. You can see this one right here is pretty much completely backed up because it has to make the copper wires, which is fine, which is why it's sending multiple into here. I think that's pretty much good. We have a couple different couple nodes here set up specifically for the different resources we're going to need for the space elevator, which we can go back here and we can put the space elevator back. You can see we're going to need, again, 500 copper, 250 iron plates, 400 iron rods, and 1,500 wire. Each of these nodes is going to be specific towards a specific thing. So this one right here will be all of our iron plates. This will be all our iron rods. So you can see we're up to 250 of those. We're up to 137 iron plates. So we still got a ways to go, but I think this will be a lot quicker than what we were doing, especially since we have those two. But I'm actually curious, before we end this video, I'm not going to set up anything up here, but I just want to verify, and I also need to look at the, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I will need to put some more biofuel in here, but I want to check to see, because I'm sure that there's likely going to be another fuse, or another, not fuse, but another node up here for copper. If that's the case, then I could, in theory, set up a, it doesn't actually look like there is. It looks like that was the only one. Oh, that still has 142. Nice. It looks like that's the only copper node. So I do need to go find some more copper. So maybe we'll do that here in the next video. We have this one copper node right here, and I think we have a couple, one 300 meters that way and 500 meters that way. So in theory, we could begin the process of going out to look for more copper nodes. But thankfully, like I was saying beforehand, this entire thing is pretty much infinite, so we don't have to worry so much about our resources drying out in this area. I know it will take some time, and of course, if this like basically gets full, this conveyor will back up, and then it will basically look like this. Then that right there, that conveyor will back up, and then that will start building up, and then that. So there's a lot of fault lines here, so there is potential for us to get backed up if we're not careful, which is perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. If everything gets full, but I don't see everything getting full, especially with things like the space elevator taking as many resources as it does. And then, of course, the base building, I think, is going to be a pretty significant piece as well. So, interact with equipment workshop. Let's see. Can't afford recipe. Well, that's kind of nice. Anyway, so thank you guys so very much for watching. Truly do appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not already. Also, if you haven't, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. It shows that you enjoy the content. If you did enjoy the comment, leave a content. If you didn't enjoy the video, leave a comment down below. Let me know what I could do differently to make these videos more enjoyable for you guys. Also, down in the description, there is a link to our Discord, or you can go to JawshyGG, JAWSHY.GG, and that will take you straight to our Discord invite. I might be splitting it up a little bit here pretty soon to do different things, so we'll see what happens. On top of that, if you are wanting to support the channel other than just by subscribing and liking the content, down in the description is a link to our Patreon. It is $4 a month, and you will get early access videos. You'll get a couple exclusive series that we're working on, as well as a variety of other awesome, fun incentives and benefits to pledging. Thank you to Quex for being a long-term patron as of this moment. I truly do appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.